I want to ask you a question, and I want you to think about what was the last time when you were at work and you were truly happy and fulfilled. Because maybe you've been at your job for a really long time and you're just kind of suffering this low-grade silent burn where you're kind of grumpy and angsty when you come home, you kind of crash, you kind of indulge in bad habits and vices. Well, the reason you may be doing that is because your passions, your strengths, your interests, your values, and your goals may not be aligned with your work environment. So you're not getting to exercise those strengths that you have. You don't get to use them, which is kind of, maybe a bummer. Feels like a lost opportunity. It's nice to shine in the workplace. It's nice to be an asset. It's nice to get to use your skills and your talents to accomplish a positive goal. Maybe the work you're doing is not very interesting. Maybe it doesn't align with your values. You feel a personal conflict, like, ultimately I want to be doing something that's good for the world and good for others, and I don't feel like I'm getting to accomplish that at work. So what I want to ask you is, think about that time when you were truly happy and fulfilled. What were you doing? And how were those 5 pieces aligned with what you were doing in that moment? Maybe what you were doing in that moment at your workplace was very closely aligned to your skills, your talents, your strengths, your values, your goals, your passions, your interests. There was a good synergy there between those things. And so maybe take time to reflect on that and think, if I wasn't in my current position and at my current job, and I could just kind of reorganize what I was doing, I just didn't have to go for money. Money wasn't an option, or a necessity, I should say. And I could go and pick work that more closely aligned to those things that, like I said, passion, strengths and goals and values and all that. What would I be doing? Now, I don't want to set people up for a fantasy, but maybe there's choices and options within your current position or in other positions or other workplaces that you could get more closely aligned. You could start making moves, adjustments, changes, go get a certification, go get some retraining, go talk to some people, do some networking, this, that, the other, and it gets you sort of closer, one step closer at a time, step by step, to greater alignment, and then you're more fulfilled at the workplace. And wouldn't that change everything? That would be amazing. So take time to ask yourself that question. It's a really good question, and I just had a great conversation with a client about it, so do that.